travelers, welcome or welcome back to Traveling Beyond Boundaries. My name is Michelle. The background noise is supplied by my daughter Emrys. Today's video, I just want to talk to you guys about why I absolutely love interior cabins. I have cruised only in interior cabins before, and they are my preferred thing to book. I do have 2 out of the 8 cruises coming up are not in interior cabins, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But to start off, I want to share with you guys the 5 reasons I love interior cabins. Number 1 is the reason I think most people choose an interior cabin, and that is price. Sometimes like a balcony cabin is like double the price per person compared to an interior cabin. For me, I just want to be on a ship. I don't really care where I'm at. I don't spend a lot of time in my room anyway, so give me the best price, get me on a ship. If it's double the price for a balcony, that means I can take 2 cruises for that price. So nope, not for me. Please, give me an inside, give me the better price. Number 2 is the darkness. I like pitch black dark to sleep. Maybe you don't, maybe you need the sun to kind of help you wake up in the morning. I'm not like that. I like blackout blinds, darker the better. My daughter is the same way. So interior cabins give us that complete darkness. Funny story though, one time, our wake-up call, this was a while ago obviously, but we had a wake-up call, and the wake-up call, don't know if it was someone actually intentionally calling our room, but we had the habit of like our wake-up call just picking up and hanging up. So a call came to our room, we picked up, hung up, started getting ready for the day, looked at the time, and it was like 2 in the morning. So yeah, not always the best because you don't necessarily know what time it is, but for us, we prefer it. It helps us sleep better, helps us sleep in longer if that's our goal, helps us fall asleep faster, and I anticipate that when we start doing Europe, it'll also help a lot with jet lag because we have that complete darkness. Number 3 is location. I prefer the location of a lower deck, which I can talk about in another video, my reasons for that, but I prefer the lower decks. And the best cabins in the lower decks are interiors. There's not usually balconies because you're kind of too close to the water. You do have ocean view cabins, but for the price, in my opinion, not worth it, and also just it's like there's a little tiny window. So if you are getting an interior and you can, or if you're looking to get a lower deck, an interior is the way to go, and that is a huge benefit for me with having an interior, because having a different type of stateroom might not necessarily be able to get that lower deck. My 4th reason is safety. My daughter is not the safest person. She has special needs. She's a climber. She has no sense of danger at all. She's also slightly obsessed with water. So a balcony just isn't for us. Even though we can lock the balcony door, I anticipate that we aren't going to be using the balcony at all if we did have one, because it's just a safety concern. Now you might be thinking this is kind of like a unique situation to you, Michelle. And yes, you're right, it is kind of a unique situation for me. But the majority of you are probably traveling with kids, or even if you aren't traveling with kids, if you look up the amount of times people have fallen overboard, and you look at the amount of times those people fell off their balcony, usually they're intoxicated and not making great choices with their lives, or they're choosing to unlife themselves by going off the balcony. But still, the majority, it's the balcony. So in our case, we don't drink, so that's not a problem. But still, for safety, less likely for things to happen without a balcony. And my final reason is the views. You might be thinking, Michelle, you're crazy. Why would you think that you get good views from the inside cabin versus a balcony? Not getting the views in your cabin, but getting the views outside of the cabin. We don't spend a lot of time in the cabin because we prefer to get views throughout the ship. For example, if we are going to Alaska, a lot of people are like, you need a balcony for Alaska. No, I don't want a balcony for Alaska, because your view is whatever view you have from your balcony. So if the ship is facing the opposite way of where the action's happening or the thing that you want to look at is happening, you're kind of stuck with whatever is on your balcony. So instead, we can go up on top of the ship and go from whatever side to whatever side we want, to the front of the ship, to the back of the ship. If it's cold, we can find an inside venue and look out the windows there. Plenty of options compared to your little balcony, and whatever you get is what you get. Much more variety in views, which is fantastic for people like us who absolutely love to see a variety of things on the ship. tail is just going up and down the stairs. So yeah, we much prefer that. We're so looking forward to it with Alaska, especially when we go to like the glacier and we can we swing around and we swing ourselves to the other side if we want to. Or if there's an animal on one side, we can just go to the other side. We watch a lot of ParaDJ. If you don't subscribe to them, go subscribe to them. They are amazing. But they usually have balconies with their Alaska cruises, and the amount of times I've heard, oh, there's a whale, but it's on the other side of the ship. It's like, no. If there's a whale and it's on the other side of the ship, I want to be able to easily move myself to the other side of the ship to see it. Not have to go up on top or whatever. It's like, no, I'm already up there. I just transfer from one side to the other side. So those are my 5 reasons why I love an interior cabin. Let me know in the comments below, do you tend to book interior cabins? Do you not care? Do you have a preference? Like, I know a lot of people that are like, no, I can't cruise without a balcony. Let me know in the comments below what your preference is, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.